So a cylindrical solid shaft, 7 millimeters in diameter, is rotating at 18 revolution per second. What is the maximum allowable power transmitted if the stress should not exceed 380 MPa? Okay, so ang inaanap natin dito is power in watts. Okay, so we have your shaft. So formula, the power in watts, it is also equivalent to 2 pi nt divided by 60. Okay, so tandaan natin na yung speed natin or yung N, so dapat po yan naka-RPM. Okay, ganun din yung torque natin, dapat naka-Newton meter. Okay, so ayan, so let's inspect the given. So meron tayong speed, pero wala tayong torque. Okay, so again, so incorporated na yung mga formula ng shaft natin. So hanapin muna natin si torque. So meron tayong binigay na stress in the shaft, or that is also the torsional stress. Okay, so therefore, i-incorporate lang natin the torsional stress. So since solid shaft po yan, so that is 16T over pi d cube. Okay, so let's solve for the value of the torque. So given your torsional stress, that is 380. So sa meters na lang po ako magbase. Ayan, times 10 raised to 6 Newton per square meter. So this is also equivalent to 16 multiplied by torque, unknown. So then that is divided by pi times the diameter. So given ay 7 millimeters. Again, convert that first into meters. Okay, in 1 meter, we have your 1,000 millimeters. Okay, raised to 3. Paki-shape solve na lang, engineers. Yung torque na makukuha nyo dyan would be 25. 25.5922. Okay, Newton meters. Okay, so since meron na tayong torque, so pwede na nating masolve ngayon yung unknown power. So from that, so power now in watts, that is equivalent to 2 pi. Okay, so engineers, tandaan na, so yung N natin dapat naka-RPM. So yung given ay revolution per second. Okay, so convert natin yan. So in 1 rev, or in there are 2 pi radian. Hindi na pala kailangan ng radian. Si minutes lang. Okay, so there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Okay, so 2 pi n times yung nakuha nating torque, so which is 25. So must be in Newton meter. 0.5922. Okay, so Newton meters, so divided by 60. Okay, that is now the answer. So express na lang natin siya in 2 kilowatts. Okay, so let's calculate. So we have your 2 pi times 18 times 60 times 25.5922 over 60. Okay, so press ENG or divide 1K para maging kilowatts. So answer is 2.8944. Approximately 2.89 kilowatts. Ayan, so corresponds to your letter D. Okay, so yan si 22. Next, number 23. So 23 to 25 ay objectives. Yan, so 23. So the section of a beam at which the bending moment changes from positive to negative is called, okay, answer there is letter C, point of inflection. Again, so sa mga mahirap or sa mga unfamiliar tayo, yung di natin alam yung concept, so kuha ng keywords. Siguro ito. Bending moment changes from positive to negative. Okay, next 24. So ratio of lateral expansion to the longitudinal shortening of a concrete cylinder when subjected to compressive load. Okay, so expansion tsaka shortening. So ibig sabihin, pareha sila ng unit. Okay, so since ratio po yan, so ibig sabihin, dapat yung sagot mo, unitless. Automatically, so pwede mo nang i-cancel yung modulus of elasticity, no? Kasi meron po yung unit, Pascal po yan. Diba? So ratio, Lateral expansion, di ba? Unit niyan ay length. Shortening, unit din po niyan ay length. So, since ratio, unitless, ay di-divide mo yung parehas na unit. Okay? Ayan, so tatlo na lang yan. So, it is either modulus of rupture. Si modulus of rupture, unfamiliar din kasi ako sa unit. Okay? Poisson's ratio or none of the above. So, answer there is letter B. Ganun no? So, process of elimination. So, in case na hindi mo alam yung sagot, but alam mo yung definition ng ibang choices. Okay, so 25. So, modulus of rigidity of a steel member. Okay? Ang sagot dyan, it is the ratio of maximum stress produced in a section to the average stress over the section. So, letter C. Modulus of rigidity, yan yata yung G. Okay, so yung A naman, so defined as the unit shear stress divided by the unit shear deformation or shear strain, yan naman yung E natin. Okay, or yung modulus of elasticity. Di ba yung formula kasi yung stress is EE. Okay, yan. Unit shear stress tapos yung shear strain. So stress over strain is the modulus of elasticity. Parang yan ulit, kung alam mo yung definition ng E, so aalisin mo na si letter A. Ganun din, no? So, modulus of rigidity. So, alam mo yung unit yan ulit, Pascal, no? So, ibig sabihin, wala na si letter B. Okay, kasi si letter B, area divided by area. O, di unitless na, wala na. Okay, unitless kasi ito. Load factor applied to loads. Okay, so yan. Pwede mo nang alisin si A tsaka si B kung alam mo yung definition. Okay, so next, number 26. Okay, so a helical spring with mean radius of 40 mm has wire diameter of 2.7 mm. So what is the shearing stress if there is a 22 Newton load? So use the approximate formula. Okay, so formula for helical spring. So, di ba yung approximate stress natin? That is equivalent to, so we have your 16 multiplied by the load. Okay, load in Newton. So, and then the mean radius. And then this is also divided by pi. And then the diameter of your spring, raised to 3. Okay, so and then i-multiply pa natin for approximate yung 1 plus dr. Okay, so this spring divided by 4 times r mean. Okay, kapag naman yung exact yata or yung maximum, ang i-multiply natin dito is yung Wahl's factor. Okay, so yung may 4m minus 1 or yung 0.615 yata yun. Okay, so that is for maximum. Now, maximum stress. So, since ang hinahanap lang ay approximate, so ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so substitute. So, we have your 16 times the load given. Okay, 22 Newton. Okay, so multiplied by the mean radius. Okay, so both are in millimeters. Okay, r mean, so mean radius is 40 mm. Okay, so and then divided by pi times diameter. So, be careful engineers, dapat diameter po yan. So, we have your 2.7 mm raised to 3. Okay, then multiplied by 1 plus, again, the spring diameter, 2.7 mm. So, divided by 4 times the mean radius of 40 millimeters. Direct sub. Millimeter will cancel. So, millimeter tapos millimeter cube magiging Newton per square mm. So, alam natin ulit na yung Newton per square mm ay equivalent to megapascals. Okay, so that would be 16. Again, kung nalilito ka doon, tapos masanay ka talaga no doon sa SI, yun yung gamitin mo. So, kaysa naman ipilit mo to, hindi mo naman gets, magkamali pa. Okay? So, basta makaka-produce ka ng parehas na sagot. Yan. So, 4 times 40. So, answer there would be 231.54. Okay, so 231.54, this is Newton per square millimeter. Okay, again, so Newton per square millimeter, it is also megapascals. Okay, so choices is letter B. Okay, so that is for approximate. For maximum, use the Walls factor. Palitan mo lang ito. Yung 0.615 over m plus 4m minus 1 over 4m minus 4. Okay, so that's 26. Okay, next, number 27. And so we have your ulit, concentrated load. So maximum moment. A simple beam 10 meter long carries a concentrated load of 500 kilonewton at the midspan. So what is the maximum moment of the beam? Okay, so parehas doon sa isang number natin, which is also the maximum moment. Okay, so again, so if you have your concentrated load at midspan, okay, gamitin lang yung formula ng PL over 4. Okay, at midspan. Okay, so formula, so the maximum moment, that is equivalent to, so we have your PL divided by 4. Okay, direct sub, so which is 500 kilonewton. That is multiplied by 10 meters, then divided by 4. So, mga ganyang problems, no, mga may direct substitution. Okay, so dapat isigurado mo na. Sa pagsosolve, ganun din sa pag-shade. Okay, so answer there is 1250. Okay, so kilonewton meters. Okay, that is letter A. Exactly letter A. Okay, next number. Dito tayo sa number 28. So maybe sa inyo ay new topic ito. Okay, so a 20 mm diameter steel rod, so 250 mm long, is subjected to a tensile force of 75 kilonewtons. So if the Poisson ratio mu is 0.30, determine the lateral strain of the rod. Okay, use E is 200 gigapascal. Yan, so yan yung constant or modulus of elasticity ng ating steel. So ang hinahanap dito is yung lateral strain natin, so on the y-axis, kasi 3-dimensional po yan. Okay, so meron tayong formula, di ba, from your definition kanina ng ating Poisson ratio, so yung objective, ano ng number po yun? Okay, yung sinabi niyang strain, ito. Okay, ratio of lateral expansion to the longitudinal shortening. Okay, yan, so yan pong ratio yung gagamitin natin sa formula. Okay? Ayan. So, which is also negative EX, okay, divided by EZ. Okay? Or, so that is also equivalent to negative EY, so longitudinal at saka lateral. Okay? So, bakit negative? Kasi sabi niya sa definition, shortening. Okay, so longitudinal shortening, kaya negative. Okay, ayan, so from that, pwede nating gamitin, so yung formula, okay, any of the two. So but since ang hinahanap natin is si EY, so ito na lang yung gamitin natin. Okay, so mu is equivalent to negative EY over EZ. Okay, so also, so meron pa tayong formula, so using yung axial Z direction natin. Okay, so formula for EZ, so this is equivalent to force divided by E times your area. Okay, so ang tawag dito is yung axial Z direction natin. Okay, axial X direction, axial Y direction. So axial Z direction. Okay, so kunin muna natin si EZ. So given naman yung force. Okay, given also E, and then mahanap naman natin si A. Okay, and then later on, so substitute natin dito, and then let's get the value of EY. Okay, from the formula, so kung na-analyze mo yun, no, engineers, no? Okay, dito kasi, no, shortening. So, ibig sabihin, negative. Okay, kaya negative dapat yung sagot natin. So, pwede nang maalis si A, pwede na rin maalis si D. Okay, so anyway, so let's solve first for easy. Yan, so this is equivalent to your force. 75 times 10 raised to 3 in newtons. So, divided by E, so which is 200 gigapascal. So, tandaan yung mga actual, actual Z direction, X, and then Y, so unitless. Okay? So, from that, 200 times 10 raised to 9. Okay, so we have your Newton per square meter. Okay, then multiplied by your area, so we have your 20 mm diameter. Okay, so that is times pi over 4. So, multiplied by, so unit analysis, so meters, so convert. Okay, divide na lang natin siya ng 1,000. Okay, meter, then square. Paki-calculate na lang, engineers, so makukuha nyo dito is 1.194 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, millimeter per millimeter or unit less. Okay, lastly, so solving now for EY. Okay, so get the value of Poisson ratio, that is 0.3. Okay, so this is equivalent to negative EY. Okay, then divided by 1.194 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, so shift solve. So your EY now would be, okay, so 0.30 then times, so 1.194 and then times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, so that would be 3.582. Okay, so times 10 to the negative 4. Approximately letter B. Yan, so that is the answer. So si EY, negative po siya. Okay, so that's your number 28. And so kung bago man, at least may new knowledge. So in case na ibigay sa board exam, so alam mo na yung formula. Okay, so kung di yan nakuha, so bawi sa objectives 29 to 30. Okay, the deflection of the beam, it is nasa formula, nasa objective book ito sa 4.6. Okay, letter E. Yan, so directly proportional to the modulus of elasticity and moment of inertia. Andyan din yan sa 2001, so yung formula po ng deflection. So hindi na natin tinakal yon sa lecture kasi malawak or malalim na topic na po yan. Okay, so number 30, so which of the following statements is not true? Again, okay, kung iisa na yan, no, pwede tayong mag-analyze. Pero yan, mga materials kasi. Okay, so ang sagot po dyan is still letter A. So about 10% of the Earth's crust is iron. Okay, so that's number 30. Nasa ano po ito? Nasa Pinoy Bigs. Okay, so number 31. Ito, solving. So what is the stress in an 8-inch round by 16-inch high concrete cylinder? So given yung E natin. Okay, 2.5 times 10 raised to 6 psi when the unit deformation is 0.0012 inch per inch. Okay? Ayan, so yung unit deformation natin, ayan yung E. Okay, EL, that is also equivalent to yung elongation natin divided by the length. Okay? So ito po yung unit deformation. Unit deformation. Okay? So substitute natin. So since walang given na length, so assume natin 1, no? Okay? Ayan. Diba yung formula natin? So we have your elongation that due to your length or due to your saan daw ba? Wala siyang sinabi. So let's say L. Okay, that is also equivalent to, sige, due to your ano na lang, load. Okay, so that is also equivalent to PL divided by AE. Okay, so since ang hinahanap po ay stress, again, so stress is also itong P divided by A. So therefore, this is also elongation or the stress L divided by E. So, pwede mo rin naman gawin, so hanapin mo muna si P. Okay, and then isolve mo ngayon yung value ni, or substitute mo yung area, hanapin mo si P, and then kunin mo si stress P over A. Okay? Ayan. Sige, L na lang ito para uniform dito sa formula natin. Okay, so from here, so solving now for the stress, di ba, that is also elongation L over L, and then stress over E. Okay, so again, so unit deformation is also this quantity. Okay, therefore, we have your 0.0012, so this is equivalent to your unknown stress divided by, we have your modulus of elasticity, so 2.5 times 10 raised to 6. So, okay na, PSI. PSI din yung nasa choices. Okay, so shift solve. So your stress now would be 0.0012 times 2.5 times 10 raised to 6. Okay, so 3,000 PSI. Okay, that is your letter D. Yan, so paki-take note itong formula natin. So deformation, unit deformation is also the elongation per length. Okay, inch over inch or millimeter over millimeter. Okay, unitless.